Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon to all of you. Thank you, Dr. Davis, for your very kind introduction. Thank you, Honorable Senator Malloy, for your kind greetings. Thank you all for being here. Let me start by acknowledging the leadership of my predecessor, Dr. Murray Bruckman, who over 15 years of dedication and hard work with our campus community and outside partner took GSSM to where it is today. Just as one thing to say before I start, I wish my dad was here. A little over a year ago, I visited Hartsville for the first time to explore the area, visit the school, and to formally interview for the job. On a follow-up visit, I flew in on a Sunday afternoon. No restaurants were open except Yogi Bear Honey Fried Chicken. I went in there, and now that the chicken was yummy, I thought, I really don't know about this place called GSSM. So let me share with you the idea of being at GSSM and how it took place in my mind, how it grew, how it took root to the point where the decision became comfortable, exciting, and, like all worthwhile endeavors, just a tad scary. I went to a school in Lima, Peru, to a bilingual, multicultural, parochial Catholic school run by the Maryknoll Order of Upstate New York. I had wonderful teachers, like we have here. I had wonderful schoolmates, like you students do. I was challenged beyond expectations, like you are. I remember, among other memories, spending half a semester just learning about orbitals. It was hard. I read Macbeth when I was 12, and also poets like Pablo Neruda and Gabriela Mistral. I got to Anna Karenina much, much later, and I'm still working on it. Smile. This school reminds me so much of my dear Colegio Santa Rosa de Lima, and I would not be here today were it not for the love and the challenge, the excellence and opportunity my school provided. GSSM, which also enables excellence and opportunity, is now my home away from home. As Santa Rosa was for me a wonderful stop on my own journey. Having been named after one Homeric hero, Hector, the tamer of horses, and defender of his beloved home Troy, another character from Homer's epic poems comes to mind, Ulysses, whose love of country and home and family sums all the courage and cunning and savvy so he can return to his home Ithaca, to his dear wife Penelope, his beloved dog Argos, his son Telemachus. GSSM is now part of my journey and the beginning of the journey for all of you students. By the way, juniors, I am almost as scared as you are. By the way, seniors, I am almost as tired as you are. One day, students, you will come back to South Carolina and to GSSM, hopefully wiser, and paraphrasing a line from T.S. Eliot's Little Gidding, at the end of all your exploring, you will arrive where you started, and you will know the place for the first time. I have been in higher education for about 30 years now, and the decision to serve GSSM involved a rather significant leap of faith, made easier by the care, the passion, and commitment from an exceptional group of faculty, staff, administrators, trustees, and most importantly, by the students and the alumni that I meet every day in the cafeteria, school events, classes, and networking venues. Talking to Louis Tedeschi, a junior, at lunch one day, I asked if he thought our classes were college level. And he replied, "Oh yeah," with a nice, assured smile. By the way, Louis, you play a mean cello. A senior, Hunter Tate, came to talk about his passion for a photography club. His work and that of his fellow students will be showcased this coming weekend at the Power Fest Festival in downtown Hartsville. Sponsored by Duke Energy, a loyal GSSM supporter. Last April, 2 weeks before graduation, I attended a poetry reading by 4 seniors, 2 of whom, Marlena Kolisinska and Blaine Billings, are attending the honors program at the College of Charleston. Erin Scott studies at Davidson College, and Emily Mills studies at USC. I am sure they will be published poets soon. Brendan Kane, a senior, is excited about designing an interactive map of our entire student body and in the future GSSM alumni. Laura Keller, whose parents kindly agreed to join us today, won the President's Cup last May. It is the most prestigious honor awarded by GSSM. She just started her freshman year at Yale, pursuing a double major in economics and political science. She has also been admitted to the most prestigious and competitive program for Yale freshmen, the Directed Studies program, featuring this semester alone courses in literature, philosophy, history, and political thought, led by some of the most notable Yale faculty. Perhaps one day we will be proud to address alumni such as Laura Keller as Ambassador Keller, or Secretary Keller, or maybe President Keller. How many other students like Laura Keller, Brendan Kane, Hunter Tate, Louis Tedeschi, and the rest of our excellent juniors and seniors are out there waiting for the opportunity and the privilege to join GSSM? At a recent alumni reunion in Columbia, I met Anna Clapper, class of 2010, who grew up in Marion County. Her mom, Pam Dellinger, teaches English in Dillon County. I am very much looking forward to partnering with Mrs. Dellinger and the schools in her area to imagine how to create more sustainable opportunities for children from underserved school districts to come to GSSM. While we serve the entire state of South Carolina, what should we be doing in our own home city of Hartsville, in our own home county of Darlington, to renew and expand opportunities for our most gifted children? I am looking forward to working with our partners in our country and throughout the state. I am very grateful to the citizens of Hartsville for their warm welcome, the members of the General Assembly that I am starting to network with, for your support of the school, the many corporate partners who are eager to facilitate opportunities for our students, our university partners, the GSSM Foundation, and our wonderful parents for your commitment and for your support. GSSM is now a beacon of academic excellence for the state. But as it evolves, it may also be redefining what it means to be a STEM school that prepares students for careers in science, engineering, and biomedicine, but can, with equal skill, prepare students for, say, film and animation, computational finance, history of science, creative writing, and most exciting, careers that are yet to be imagined. GSSM's academic core includes the sciences and the mathematics, but also humanities and arts and music and social sciences, enriching each other and inspiring our students for personal and professional excellence. This should not be a well-kept secret, but rather at the center of GSSM's future brand and symbol. GSSM is not only a home away from home for about 300 students in our flagship residential program, it is also an extended academic home for about 120 students throughout the state in our Accelerate Virtual Engineering program, for over 1,300 science summer camp students also throughout the state, and over 1,700 alumni in the state and across the nation. GSSM is now a large, extended home in a big family, and we keep growing. GSSM will be 30 years old in less than 2 years. And as it moves towards this milestone, should we perhaps not ask how these various phases of GSSM should become one single face, our face. In its 28 years of existence, GSSM has gone through several eras. President Lee Cox guided the school through its first era, GSSM 1.0, 1998 to 2000, incubating and maturing on the Coker College campus and developing the school's special character, born of a belief in developing confidence and mastery in a supportive community. In the second era, GSSM 2.0, 2001 through 2016, President Murray Bruckman got the school its own campus, built full residential capacity, doubled enrollment, created the Accelerate program, and expanded outreach. And now you have me, Hector, the tamer of horses. Are we ready for GSSM 3.0? This morning, the Board of Trustees approved a charge to me and through me to all of us to engage in a process to imagine and to implement the future of GSSM for the next 10 years. In a hyper-connected, hyper-interdependent, and hyper-conflicted, but still hopeful and wonderful world, bold strategic thinking is a very tall order for any institution, and it will be a tall order for us as well. Thomas Friedman, the New York Times columnist and author, has proposed that in an increasingly accelerating and competitive world, the most important competition is not between countries or companies or individuals or worldviews, but rather between us and our own imagination. As I accept this opportunity to serve GSSM, let me challenge us to deploy the best of our communal imagination to serve the only non-negotiables on the table of our upcoming conversation: student-centered excellence and opportunity for all. The best dialogues, the best conversations always start with questions. So let me ask questions, starting with the core of GSSM's identity as a place of learning. For example, can we imagine a curriculum that has no peers in the state and in the nation? None. Can we imagine courses with no beginning and no end? More work for you, students. With no textbooks, and at the same time, infinite libraries to draw from. Can we create a total GSSM experience that seamlessly blends the STEM disciplines with the humanities and social sciences, with the arts, with community service, with character building, with citizenship engagement of the highest order? Can we imagine our students publishing scientific papers before they start college? Can we nurture intellects that run as fast as anyone else's, and yet, at the end of the day, are able to engage with their solitude and their better angels and apply that reflection to the next challenge? And yes, can we imagine overcoming our challenges with a good measure of joy? Can we weave the residential experience and the outreach programs into one single strong fabric? Can we nurture engaged citizens rooted firmly in the best values and traditions of South Carolina, and who can at the same time acquire the cosmopolitanism and world wisdom to thrive anywhere? Can we deploy our collective humanity for those who have not been as fortunate as we have, and inspire children for whom currently there's little hope, by example and by sharing? Can we imagine a GSSM elementary school where the first order of every day will be to give thanks and ask questions while learning how the world works with the same rigor as our GSSM high school, in the utmost fun and joy? Can we imagine our juniors and seniors and faculty inspiring and mentoring these children as they wake up to the world and their wonders? Can we imagine a multi-million-dollar fund that would enable our students to attend their most competitive college choice without undue financial burden on his or her family? Can we honor our privilege and fully account for our responsibility? Can we imagine GSSM 3.0? Can we imagine? These are just some thoughts as we set forth into the future we will make together. Anything and everything is open up for dialogue with just one cautionary note. If Ulysses were alive today, the siren voices he would likely hear will draw him with the allure and the promise of technological innovation and novelty. Both are powerful forces in our world, and they are certainly ones that should be pursued, but with wisdom, with purpose, with the strongest will and agency as means to our clear ends, the non-negotiables of excellence and of opportunity. With deep humility and gratitude for the privilege to serve this unique school, I invite us to imagine our future, not as the ineffable Yogi Berra would say, déjà vu all over again, but as something that only the GSSM family can dream up and make a reality. Let me just point out that Yogi Berra is not to be confused with Yogi Bird fried chicken. On a final personal note, it is my hope that years from now, when I am ready to pass on the torch, I will do so by holding my Colegio Santa Rosa and my GSSM in a holy, shared place in my heart and in my memories. Thank you so much.